started with. I love watching TYLOO. This team is really impressive at the moment, and I really do feel like it's just going to be a 2-0, mainly because the last three best of threes that they've played against Mazlai, against Beyond, and against Divine Vendetta, it's been Inferno and Mirage,
Oh,
and they've won 2-0 every single time.
one of these days when the camera switches to us in the in the game, I'm gonna be caught like digging my nose or doing something because I was like, oh, the camera's off, so I can probably like tie my hair just fine. Yeah, it's unfortunate because also here's a problem: if Lucid loses this game, and if I think it's Divine Vendetta playing Bren coming up next. If Divine beats Bren, which is very likely, Lucid are going to face up against TYLOO in the playoffs anyway, which is a scary proposition, which is painful. Think about it: you avoid elimination, and then you get banged out by TYLOO back to back. It's got to sting.
Yeah, I love how that's the conclusion because it's just the prediction you have to make coming into this. They have to be able to win this. If TYLOO don't win this series 2-0, I don't know what's wrong with the world, Blair.
Oh, there are a lot of things wrong with the world, and honestly, that's tough. I like what Jason said, like how TYLOO, or was it Mitch, mentioned how TYLOO, they play with no respect against some of these teams, and that could give Lucid Dream maybe an opportunity into this matchup. I actually think it's a little counter logic, but TYLOO giving you lesser respect is scary because they're just gonna steamroll you. But PTC is steamrolling everyone, and suddenly we're talking about giving no respect, and Lucid Dream's like, all right, listen, we have nothing to lose. We have actually nothing to lose. Everyone's expecting a 2-0 here. TYLOO should, on paper, be just destroying us. So you know what? Screw it. Let's just take the fight to them. I love it. What a 3K from PTC. Look at this. In your face, TYLOO. Getting a taste of their own medicine early in the morning, Dinko.
Yeah, that's literally the TYLOO way. They just run down middle or second mid on the pistol rounds. They love to just get in your face early on in Inferno. And I love it. Lucid Dream are bringing that playstyle to TYLOO. Now I get to see how TYLOO deal with it, and it's Summer that just swings in the middle and shuts down Fox. Just one deep, straight away. It's
gonna be a
rough.
death match. I love it, man. I just love watching TYLOO. It's almost like watching a high-level tactical death match or something. Danking replies back. Well, even Stevens favoring the CTs obviously because they do have the rifles. 7, 8, 9. Oh, he doesn't want to go for that peek. Slowly, he's gonna get the kill. Actually, Danking getting the final blow. But there's a player nearby, and there's one player we've spoken about so many times, Dinko. It's the man himself, the man with the mustache, the legend, John Olsen. He's gonna creep on through the smoke. I don't think he is.
Slowly. I mean, that is a little scary. He shoots, and then he shift walks across the smoke. Now, potential there to be sprayed down, but obviously not making footsteps. Doesn't allow John Olsen to know that he's there already in the site. But John Olsen needs to be careful here, and he's not going to check it.
Oh.
He gets shut down by Slowly, and now it's just Leaf, and of course TYLOO answer back with the Eagles play.
And this information conveyed by the player with the bomb. Who was that? That was somebody just floating around. It's like, all right, guys, there's a guy running down mid. That's a free kill for you. 3K for Danking. And yeah, they answer back. What a way. Just the Deagles and, of course, TYLOO. Immediately, just kind of like a reminder to Lucid who they're playing against. But Lucid, they've gone for the buys as well. I like this from Lucid, though. I like the fact that, okay, maybe not the second round, but the fact that they realize, no one's expecting them to win this, and there's no point playing scared. They might as well, at the very least, have some fun. Ooh. Oh, that's not fun.
Well, Danking getting the nade kill alongside Attacker doing a lot of damage. Now Summer up in the apartments, low to BM as well. I'm loving this show from TYLOO so far. This is exactly what we want to see early in the morning. They definitely fire up. It's better than Coffee Black. And somebody gets rid of Leaf, and now it's just PTC. All on his own. Back in the B-bomb side. Beach to the left side, and Attacker is going to be the front man alongside of his Danking. And there it is. 2-1 for TYLOO.
A bit of a jiggle there from PTC. He's just trying to line up the headshot, but yeah, 2-1 TYLOO. And the pistol round win just seems like a distant memory now, even though it's just been a couple of minutes. What's going to be interesting is, okay, let's get real here. Lucid's very unlikely they're going to beat TYLOO, right? TYLOO should win the series, and that means they're going to be bottom of the bracket. If somehow Divine Vendetta, they lose to Bren, they're going to be tied with Lucid Dream point-wise. That means, since the head-to-head, Lucid Dream won against Divine Vendetta instead is going to be facing off against TYLOO in the playoffs. So the second matchup, Dinko, I think even though you look at it like maybe not too much on the line, there's actually a lot on the line for Divine Vendetta.
Exactly. Well, have to keep an eye on that. And while 7-9, he gets rid of attacker, somebody spraying away. And yeah, you just do not want to be the team that has to play TYLOO in the playoffs. It's just a death sentence. Well, Dan King is trying to find another, and he's going to be shut down by John Olsen, who's trying to do as much damage as he can, but the MAC-10 going to pick up some money. An M4 picked up as well, and a third round for TYLOO. Lucid Dream will come into this round with a buy. It's going to be the M4s across the board, and they'll get a good bit of utility. There's no AWP available for PTC, and it isn't the best buy from Lucid Dream, but it's one they're going to have to work with early on. You lose this one, they're back down to the eco again, a low buy blood, and we'll see TYLOO just start to rack up this lead.
They did deal a bit of damage onto... Oh, why? Oh no, PDC. No, that's not how you white swing out. You... That's a big mistake, Dinko. And of course, whatever aggression. I like the aggression, but that was not a well thought out aggression. John Olsen, they know the two players at A now. And it's going to be the facet coming in towards B, where one man stands. He does have backup arriving real quick. 7-8-9, smoke's going to bloom. Does he go in for the push is a question. They might not be expecting his position here. Summer. What? What? What?
What is he? He's a madman.
What are you... what? 7-8-9? What is going on?
Attacker just...
You can't just... I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. You go. You go ahead.
Attacker just
you go ahead,
dives through the CT smoke. It just... Oh, well, we know what kind of TYLOO is showing up today. that's all we're going to say. What is going on? Running down middle, PTC gives away the opening kill. Summer just pushes through the underpass. And they... This round, this overall, it was just straight up death. The Lucid Dream side, they need to be careful around smokes. TYLOO are not going to respect those smoke grenades.
TYLOO are respecting their own smoke grenades, and the funniest thing that was 7-8-9. He should have heard someone running in, right? But maybe his brain didn't compute. Like his ears are telling him his brain's like, there's a guy running into the smoke. His brain's like, why?
Not.
No, surely not. And Summer just shoots him in the side of the skull. My God. Oh, the sheer disrespect, Dinko.
I love it.
I mean, Doc's not streaming anymore, but at least we're seeing something else, some level of disrespect happening here on stream.
Well, PTC, the last remaining player, a 1 versus 5 in total, so really shouldn't be expecting to see much from a USP here. So TYLOO 5-1. I mean, this is the start they would be looking for. I thought, okay, maybe Lucid Dream had a little bit of fight in them when they won the pistol round. They brought the fight straight to TYLOO, but once you get answered back by just a couple of deagles, it's not the greatest sign to start things off, and TYLOO, they are taking this game very seriously in terms of how they approach it. And we always laugh at the fact that TYLOO, when they're providing respect, look like they're giving zero respect. And as soon as you're just seeing TYLOO jump through smokes and get in your face and take the fights early on, that just shows TYLOO are wired in. You know, they're ready for the game, and I'm looking forward to seeing if that continues against this double op setup. I mean, this is a bit of a risky buy for me in terms of for Lucid Dream. Because TYLOO have been playing so quickly, a double op setup, it's a huge investment, and sometimes can be very susceptible to these rushes.
I agree. As okay, my feed's lagged out a little bit, Dinko. Oh, there we go. We're back. PDC. Well, at least this is a very heavy investment as well. They need to at least convert something. They can't allow TYLOO to just run away with this. Summer just dry peek, Dinko. There are two people waiting, and yet he still gets a kill. At least the trade does come in, and they continue to hold on to this man advantage. Leaf prodding out towards mid. That's a lot of information conveyed. And now they know it's going to be the hit coming in towards B, towards the B bomb site. Only just one player, the 7-8-9. Smoke is there. Massive gap in the smoke, which you can kind of use to his advantage, to be honest. And he's going to be wary, Dinkus. How does Snowdy not see him? I don't know. But anyway, somebody gets a trade. 2v3.
Well, Leaf from behind. Now, this could be huge. The first kill onto somebody. He goes down. Now it's just Dan King, and PTC gets rid of him. It's going to be a second round on the board for Lucid Dream, and I think that's just a big round for PTC. Leaf obviously coming in and being the linchpin towards the end of the round, but finally Lucid Dream get another. It's not going to be TYLOO winning every single gun round and just dominating Lucid Dream. We've seen some 14-1 halves yesterday. We're kind of used to the one-sided halves from yesterday, but today, TYLOO right back into the buy. We'll see if they can continue their pin train. If they shut down this buy from Lucid Dream, that's any potential momentum completely gone from their team. PTC, I like the double up setup for this fact that it does free up PTC a little bit more. He can play aggressive. There's not so much pressure on him to play back in the site or play the turret style just to keep the AWP alive. So I like that. Now he's got to deal with Dan King just charging up Banana. PTC takes a little bit of damage alongside 789. No one dead yet until now, with Summer going down to leave.
The thing is, knowing that for TYLOO, they're pretty much won their, they're pretty much guaranteed. I mean, not pretty much. They are guaranteed to go out to qualify into into the playoffs, and they're almost pretty much guaranteed to get first place as well, and maybe second. But the thing with TYLOO is they're the one team who don't give a damn about whether they, whether they make their who they have to play in the playoffs. They're like, we're the raid boss. Second place, third place doesn't matter. We're gonna play whoever. We're still gonna win it, right? So for them, they don't really bother about anything at all, and that's scary because TYLOO gonna keep playing like this for the entire duration of this map and this series, Dinko. That's gonna get. You're gonna feel exhausted. You're gonna feel exhausted eventually. And look at this round. I mean, how's this turned around? Attacker 1 and 2. How did they turn this round around? It was a 3v5.
Dude, they make it look
How
so
did they win this?
easy. That's the issue. They just look so good on an individual level. These rounds, you're never in a comfortable position against TYLOO. Even if there's one player alive, you never know what they might be able to pull off. And I mean,
It's a 2v4.
and this repositioning from Attacker is just so good, so quick. And he's poised and ready for his kill. And now Lucid Dream, their money is in the bin if they lose this round. They've got an AWP here for PTC. They've got the M4. It's just the one deagle for 789. But if you're limping into your round in terms of just managing to get the rifles out, not even for all players, that's not looking good for your chances against TYLOO right now. PTC, he peeks down into Banana, but now comes off the angle and back inside of the B-bomb site.
At least they're playing pretty aggressively towards top mid. I realize that just playing on the bomb side, just giving them these fights. Because TYLOO is so good at, like we said, basic Counter-Strike. Just when it comes to like trading effectively, this team, it looks better than I've seen them even when they had Bentet in the team. And Flash is not good. That's a perfectly played position there. As this hit towards mid getting shut down brilliantly by John Olsen. There we go. Much better from Lucid Dream. Let's get to round number 3 and then pick up an AWP as well. The problem is, Denko, TYLOO's not going to stop. They're just going to keep holding W and left click and just going to be harassing you. How do you handle that? Like, how do you have the mental... I don't know what the word is, like the mental capacity, the mental strength to just hold on against this consistent non-stop assault from TYLOO for like this entire series. At one point, you're just going to break.
Well, if they dispel it a few times, maybe TYLOO slow it down a little bit. Let's see if that is the case. PTC looks down to Banana, but Dan King is there with the immediate headshot. Just takes a fight against an AWPer. And over the top on the Molotov, prevents him from being spotted quickly, and he could just take the headshot immediately onto PTC. A man advantage in play for TYLOO.
One thing I like about Dan King's T-side rifling, especially with the AK-47, is his wide peak crouch swings against AWPers or other rifles for that matter. It's so good. It's so good. We saw him do the same thing in the 2v5 round they had over the B bomb side, if you remember. The opening kill was a similar swing, just a wide crouch peak swing, and it's so good with that. But good reply coming in from John Olsen, but Dan King is not expecting the second player coming out from maps, and there's no one at the A bomb site. It has to be the save. Money's not good enough for Lucid Dream.
Well, they have to back away.
They give it.
And
they have to back away.
When we take a look at what TYLOO do, we always talk about the fact that they play simple but effective Counter-Strike. And in that round, I think that's the perfect example. It's not very difficult. Dan King gets the opening kill over towards B. Now, that's obviously very difficult mechanically to do, but very simple. Gets that opening kill, and they fall back off Banana and they go back in towards A. They have Summer in position in the apartments, trying to catch off a player that potentially rotated away to Archway. He unfortunately loses the aim battle against John Olsen, but TYLOO don't panic. Instead, they get Dan King up in the apartments. The rest of the players start to make noise in short and draw the attention of John Olsen away. They know he has an AWP. His attention is turned towards short, and it's just before they go around the corner, Dan King swings from the apartment to get that information. He just finds John Olsen looking down in towards short. And it's just these simple little setups with TYLOO that allow them to have such effective, clean rounds.
And honestly, right now for TYLOO, look, we've seen so many games so far that we have an idea of how almost all these teams play, right? And I feel like for the majority, and I mean the vast majority of the teams which TYLOO have had to face off against here in PAL 2020, that's enough. That's actually good enough. They just have the players and the firepower and just this basic, simple Counter-Strike to make it work at all. How?
It was enough against Vici. That's the crazy part. And if I see TYLOO go up against Invictus again right now, they 2-0 them, no problem. It was just the fact that Dan King was underperforming. Somebody wasn't really doing a whole lot. Tacker has come into his form in the last, I'd say, 5 best of 3s for TYLOO. So this TYLOO, I think obviously they would probably go flawless if they just started slightly better.
I agree. I mean, just the way they've just rested this B bomb site. And one thing about them is also like how this TYLOO, it's not just about non-stop aggression. They seem to slow things down in between, and it's really cool to watch. So when we were watching the Pro League earlier this year, when TYLOO was kind of boot camped or rather stuck in EU, and they were playing with Zeta and with Freeman, I saw a lot of cool ideas coming out from the team. They had some really cool setups, really nice executes, but always a language barrier. Always could see when it gets heated, when it gets chaotic, it tends to kind of fall apart. It seems like they've taken the lessons from what they learned in EU, and they played a lot of Inferno there, by the way. They didn't win a single Inferno. I think the only map they won was a Dust 2 game against G2 of all teams. But it seems like they've taken all the lessons from that little trip over there, that tournament, and they've brought it here. And now the comms issue, it's been fixed. And honestly, I feel like slowly and how does he do this? How does he get both the kills in the crossfire? What an absolute nutcase!
Well, just somebody thinks taking down 2 players that should have confirmed death for somebody, but of course he pulls it off. 8 rounds on the board for TYLOO. They confirmed themselves at least around league going into the second half already, Blur.
It just okay. But just the awareness from somebody, just the sheer awareness there. There's a player in mini pit, and there's a player towards the main pit, and just the way he isolates the fights. I mean, take nothing away from it. He read them like an open book, and he just like tore them apart as well. But yeah, this TYLOO is probably the best TYLOO I've seen since the days of Captain Mo, DD, somebody, that lineup. And it's even better than the Bented one, because when Bented and Extra were playing for them, it was Bented just hard carrying them, right? Bented and Extra just showing up really big, the Indonesian power duo, and then of course you have everyone else kind of chipping in. But this is like a full team effort. Everyone's looking very good. Now, looking at this game, and you're probably saying, it's against freaking Lucid Dream. But no, it's not just about Lucid Dream. If you look at most of the games, they seem to be very solid. And when it comes down to the playoffs, when you're talking about the games that really, really matter, that's when TYLOO starts putting in the 110%. This is TYLOO at 70%, maybe 60%. That is scary for your opposition. And for me personally, it's fantastic. I love seeing this from TYLOO.
Yeah, and I think another talking point for this team is the fact that the ceiling of potential is much higher because they don't have that communication problem that they had with Bintet and Excurate. And for me, that's exciting because now TYLOO, how good can they get with this team? It's still early days with this roster. They haven't had those boot camps together in terms of being able to play in Europe with this roster. I think the last outing I seen wasn't even, well, it's a long time now, but it kind of feels like last month because everything's kind of gone on pause. But I seen TYLOO out in Malta. That was the last event for Bintet, and TYLOO just kind of looked rough then. It didn't really look like they had an idea of what they wanted to do. But I kind of talked to some of the TYLOO guys, mainly Bintet, because he's the only one really spoke good English apart from the coach. They were talking about how many boot camps they've actually got planned and how they wanted to continue to do them throughout the year in Europe, but it didn't really work out, unfortunately. So hopefully when we see things return to some sort of normality, that's when TYLOO can get even better.
They had a 4-stack at B, Dinko. And still to lose 2 players. And it's still a man advantage for, well, a 1v3 now.
They're pushing everywhere, every part of the map. They just have someone in every area.
My laughter is not me laughing at Lucid Dream. It's more about being just incredulous as to how TYLOO just manhandling Lucid, right? And it just boggles your mind, right? You look at the Moslite game against TYLOO, and Moslite came close to taking Inferno. That was tasty from Fox.
5 HP for Slowly, that's all that he has to deal with, and he's got a Molotov play. He can win this round. He rotates solo from the B-bomb side. TYLOO, they peek him, the Molotov goes in. Slowly needs to be careful, and he peeks into the open. Fox pulls it off. What a clutch. Comes out of nowhere. He leaves the B-bomb site. He goes back through Banana, and TYLOO, that's too little respect provided. They peek him one by one, and Fox takes every single kill. And that's exactly what you want to see. And I hope TYLOO take that slap on the wrist and realize they cannot be doing that.
That is actually brilliant from Fox. Yes, he was given 3 separate 1v1s. Yes, the final player was on 5 HP, but can't take anything away from him. That round looked just pretty much done. And we're just segueing off into other topics, but every round, it's so hard fought. Coming down to heroics, like the pistol round is PDC, you know, with a 3k. Then now we have Fox with the clutch. I think we've only seen one convincing buy round win, right, on the B bomb side, where they kept like 3 players alive. Apart from that, almost everything has been just them having to go superhero. But Jonathan's running in. Somebody's ready. He's just so ready.
I think he just shoots every dead body at this point.
He does. I think somebody... I think many of the fights he wins is just by tilting his opposition, right? Just pushing him through a smoke. Just going for these insane plays.
Just already in the apartments. Immediately headshot to him.
Alright, this is a little better from Lucid. They at least push out top of Banana again. They didn't use any flashes, nothing. They just walked on out. Luckily for them, there was no one from TYLOO there, but now they realize it, and they know that a hit is going to be coming in towards this A-bomb site. Fox, he went big the previous round, has got to go big again here. EDC running out from behind. Oh, that's tasty.
Well, like that, well, Slowly he's going to fight back. He only manages 1 kill, so now it has to be somebody to pull it back. He's going to do exactly that. PTC, not a big fan of the re-aggression, but it works out. Overall now, it's going to be Lucid Dream with a man advantage and somebody having to pull off a 1 versus 2. It'll be the quad kill into the round, and he's got 30 seconds to try and win this. He moves forward. The angle held from 7 at 9, and somebody's so ready for it. Takes his head right off his shoulders, and now the 1 versus 1. 19 seconds. He has to hop up and get that bomb, though. That's the big issue. He's playing for elimination. Someone tell him the time. And when he looks back at the right time, and Leaf, the MP9 wins the duel. And of course, Leaf is god tier in the clutches.
How is somebody like 6 cents, 7 cents, wall hacks? He's so good. He's so good. The way he reads the setup, the opposition, and honestly, like if Leaf, I feel like Leaf got a little bit lucky there, especially at that range. MP9 coming up top, but he was ready. He was ready for him.
Yeah, I mean, 9 times out of 10, somebody wins that battle, or at least 8 times out of 10. So Leaf does get a little bit lucky. The headshot lands, and he wins the round, but nonetheless, it is going to be a 5th round for Lucid Dream. Now, this half isn't as one-sided as it could have been. TYLOO making a few errors that they probably shouldn't, and I mean, that gives a few chances away to Lucid Dream now to maybe make this competitive.
Well then. Lucid Dream. Scrappy wins, but wins nonetheless. Get a 6th round, at least it gives themselves some breathing room. And we've seen TYLOO kinda, I wouldn't say struggle, but lift their foot off the pedal a couple of times here on Inferno. We saw the game against Marzalai, even against, I think it was against Invictus as well. So they are mortal on this map. It's not like you can't take them on, but yeah, you need to give yourself a little bit of space to work with. Your flashbangs are brilliant, Dinka, brilliant, but PTC and 789, they're not going to budge. Failed Molotov, that's not going to help matters. But now they know where the players are. And great damage. And Summer finds, well, somebody as well.
Who? Oh, well, it's going to be a cleanup. 6 rounds on the board for Lucid Dream. That's not a bad half. That really isn't from Lucid Dream. Somehow they scrapped together 6 rounds. And I mean, it doesn't matter how you get them, whether they're clean or they're not. It just matters that you do get them, Blur. Because now they have an opportunity going into the second half to maybe get something done. If they win this pistol round, there's a real possibility they can tie things up. We've already seen them win the first pistol. They just kind of struggled in the second round force buy. But we'll see if they can get it done here. This would be a huge step up for Lucid Dream if they take this first map close against TYLOO.
Yeah, I'll take it. Like, this has been not terrible, I'd say, from Lucid Dream. And like you said, they'll take whatever they get at this point. It doesn't matter how clean it was, or it was messy, or was it coming down to clutches. They're gonna take whatever it takes here. And again, remember, if they lose this one, they're guaranteed to face off against TYLOO in the playoffs, and that's brutal, Dinko. It's single elimination. It's one chance, and that's one thing you don't want to face. Playoffs TYLOO is even scarier, which is saying something. But here we go. It coming in towards A. And they're going to be winning these duels. Looking good. Attacker replies back, and he's a lone man standing. He does a bit of damage, gets a kill, but that's about it. And looks like Lucid's going to win their second pistol round here, unless somebody pulls off something truly fantastic. But John Olsen shuts him down. And it's all in slowly. And they're going to come pushing in and lead for the quick trade. So there we go. Lucid winning both the pistols, 7-9. Suddenly, it's not looking terrible.
It's not, and well, TYLOO are going to invest into this. Obviously, they go for the force buy. See an MP9 in play, sees that immediately. But yeah, this is a big step up from Lucid Dream to even pull it this close in comparison to what we've seen in the first half. It could have been a very one-sided affair, but 9-7, I'll not be complaining just yet. Issue is, TYLOO was so good in these second round force buys. The attacker's got himself down middle, but I like from Lucid Dream, they realize what's going to be coming. They're tossing Molotovs into mid to prevent TYLOO from going at them. But they've already lost Banana. And, well, I like that Lucid Dream have literally just not left spawn. They're just staying in the same positions.
You know what? I don't blame them. I think it's smart.
Look how much control TYLOO have of the map. Lucid Dream have nothing.
But the thing is, okay, all right, think about this, right? TYLOO run down mid, they realize Lucid Dream are all the way towards T-spawn. But what do you do as TYLOO? You still stick around? It's really hard to hold mid as a CT, right? Like, because you can get, like, geeked out from so many different angles. But the good thing TYLOO have done is they've slowed it down from Lucid. Now Lucid have to try and hurry the pace a bit to regain a little bit of map control. That's exactly what they're going to do here. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of a contact play taking place towards A. They remember what happened in TYLOO's force buy in the previous round. Summer's going to find one. Not good for the second. Trade comes in, but Danking, the king with the Deeg, and he hears him running up. He's looking to take the fight. Are they going to peek together is a question. He's not showing himself yet. Going to get the bomb down. There's a player in Graveyard, though. And 79 is going to find somebody. That's a big pick. But the AK-47 picked up by Danking makes life still slightly a little hard for the T's. It slowly finds Fox, and it's a 2v3.
Well, 789 and Leaf, last two remaining players in TYLOO. Can they do it again? Can they win the force buy? They've got an AK in the hands of Dan King, but no kit, so they've got to move extremely quickly back into the A bomb site. And 789, he's got such a strong position. It's really difficult to flush him out of here with no utility. You'll find one, and a second kill should be coming through, but it's Attacker now into the 1 versus 1, and Leaf will win the clutch again. It's 8 rounds for Lucid Dream. Another really close round, one that's way too close in comparison to what has been fought for both of the teams, but at least they get the round win. Now they're only 1 away from tying things up.
It highlights what we've been saying about the TYLOO lineup, right? Like how the simple basic Counter-Strike they do is so good. The utility usage has been great. I know we don't have the stats for us, but I actually want to take a look at how much utility damage TYLOO have done so far in this matchup. PDC finds slowly. That's a big pick. It's pretty much almost a full eco here. Somebody is gonna. I think he got taken down there. My feet lagged a little bit, Dinka, but should be pretty comfortable around here, all things considered, for Lucid Dream.
Well, bomb getting planted. Attacker and some of the last 2 remaining players, and yeah, this should be 9-9. 789 is having a great time, and Attacker hiding in the ruins. He'll take down one at least. And Galil in his hands, but Lethal shut him away. It's even. And I never was expecting this, to be honest. I thought TYLOO were just going to pull ahead after we seen the initial start, but Lucid Dream have been scrapping rounds together. And TYLOO have been struggling massively in these last couple of rounds, but now they have the rifles. They have the AWP for Dan King on the CT side. This is where things get exciting, and this is where the challenge really begins for Lucid Dream.
CT side for TYLOO. Like we said, TYLOO, they tend to struggle a bit on Inferno. That's the one map where I'm still not a fan of them. They like picking it. We've seen that. They really enjoy playing Inferno, but I've just not been a big fan of how they play a little late there. Nice flashbang. Dan King getting forced back, but Summer is there to save his teammate, and in fact, might just get the hell out of the little corner here. They have to still contend against Attacker, who has been kind of quiet this game so far, Dinko. And he's going to be found out by PDC.
Well, somebody... Oh, my God. The MAC-10's really working out here for Lucid Dream. And PTC finally falls the bomb. Not planted. And there we go. Slowly. That's huge. 3 kills as he makes his way into the A-bomb site. Just makes it look easy. And what slowly just is nuts. I think he's a perfect addition. I talked about this before, Blood, the fact that he can frag, but he also provides a little bit of sanity to this TYLOO team.
Oh yeah, I really, like I said, I've been singing praises for Slowly quite a while, and it just when all teams grim, when the Dan King's missing his flick shots, when Summer is not really hitting anything, when somebody seems to be lost at his own smoke, and Attacker has a quiet game, the one man who steps up, it's Slowly. He's just this solid, reliable player that I feel has been missing from TYLOO for a very long time. TYLOO has always been about the star players, right? The playmakers. And I feel like they've missed a player like this. And yeah, like coming into this tournament, honestly, I hadn't seen much of Slowly. You just seen him in a couple of, maybe, I forgot the team he was in earlier. Wasn't really impressed with him, but this has looked good. And the flashbang is perfection. Oh my lord, he almost sprays 3 of them down. He does a bit of damage. He finally gets taken down, Dinko. But Slowly is there. He is so darn reliable. 1, 2, 3, and looking for the 4th kill as well. And he's going to find it with a lost bullet. What a brilliant... Well, he makes it look so easy. It should be that easy to get a 4K, even from that position.
Let's get to see it again. Slowly just repositioning, perfect peaks. One by one they fall, and Slowly makes it look completely easy. That's 7 kills in 2 rounds, Blah. He's 19 and 11 right now. He's having a great time. And I think that's something that's just incredible at TYLOO. When they were winning last time, it was Slowly at the bottom of the scoreboard, kind of just doing his supportive role. He's also throwing all the flashbangs in this one. But the fact that Slowly has had a couple of MVPs in this tournament. You see Dan King with a couple of MVPs. Attacker with a lot. Somebody even. I just think Summer might be the only player that hasn't got the MVP yet. But he's come close. I've seen him in big games where he's got nearly 30 frags. So TYLOO just have everybody that can show up on an individual level. And that's a little bit scary for some of these teams. And PTC catches out Summer. It's just PTC left alone. Another shot. Okay, last 2 players are low. So body shots are even enough for this deagle. And PTC can win this.
He's got a time as well. I'm not a fan of what Attacker did there. Just peeked out wide all alone. Dan King wasn't nearby him. Wasn't next to him, rather. He was close by. They could have peeked together. They could have, traded it. But PTC, credit to him. 2 big kills. The problem is the bomb, Dinko. It's very, very far away. And there's someone sitting on it.
I mean, I was going to make the obvious joke of who, but,
Who, yeah, I know.
It's hard not.
And of course, it has to be somebody who finds the bomb in T-spawn, right? No other CT would find it.
That's going to find the perfect timing as well, surely, on PTC. Looks up and towards the top of the ramp position. Oh my god, okay. PTC, that's quick, but now he's only got a few seconds to run straight to a bomb site. He's going to run right into the waiting arms of Dan King. He should be able to take this kill. Absolutely no problem. Has he got the Zeus out? Oh, no, it's P250. I was like, for a quick second, I thought he had a Zeus and realized he doesn't have one, but that's okay. P250 kill. Good repositioning from Dan King, just passively waiting towards Banana. A really nice try from PTC though. That's just a close one that doesn't go his way, unfortunately. But TYLOO, they've made a few errors now. Where on the T side and the CT side now, where they've peaked one by one and given opportunities over to Lucid Dream that they should have been shut down in.
Yeah, and because of that, they again hemorrhage quite a bit of money. Oh, that's scary there, Danking. One thing, if you notice, like the way Danking plays, it's a complete. It's so different from how Kaze is set up for Vici. It's not like I don't think Kaze can do what Danking does. It's more like Kaze is, I wouldn't say forced, but the system, Vici's system revolves around Kaze. While for Danking, he's more like the X factor for TYLOO. It's more like Danking, do whatever, find a couple of kills. It's like, cool, and just does it. And I feel which is why he can be erratic when it comes to his scores, right? In games, you can have very quiet games. There's off peaks like this, you know, like just the dry peaks, man. It just, I don't know, like it's just wild. But nice to double kill. But they wouldn't be expecting third player nearby, Dinko. And of course, it's gonna be Summer, and it's gonna be 2 free kills. They both had nades in their hands. And TYLOO, they get around number 13. And you did say it. You did say once the buys come out, once the guns come out for TYLOO, it's not going to be that easy for Lucid, and it is not looking easy at all.
They've been given a few opportunities, but yeah, TYLOO in a position now where they're only 3 away from victory. There's an eco coming up here for Lucid Dream, or a little bit of a pistol purchase, but it still should be no issue for TYLOO. They should clean this one up. Should be 14-9. Now we're only 2 away from victory. Somebody is under pressure. Flashbangs, nades, they all come in. He's got the AWP in his hand as he runs back to the bomb site. Slowly peeks out of the right side, goes for the spray, but PTC just runs over the top of him with a deagle. And now somebody under pressure towards the back of the bomb site. He only delivers 1 kill. And, well, effective training from Lucid Dream. 2 of them extremely low in the form of 789 and PTC. But if they win this round, this is going to be huge. 3 HP, and he does this. Huge play for 789, just dives to the smoke, gets 2 kills, and now it's Danking up against John Olsen. And if there's a round, John Olsen needs to win, it's now. And Danking, he goes around the corner. P250 pull, but the footsteps made, and now it's an AK in Danking's hands. Does he check the grill? Does he check John Olsen's position? Smokes off Banana, limits the position, but John Olsen, he'll find the kill. It's a 10th round for Lucid Dream, and that's all off the back of the 3 HP player, 789, diving through the smoke.
That was insane, and saved by PTC. PTC getting a kill there, saves his teammate. And then, of course, like you said, 789, what a play, man. 3 HP and 3 kills. That was genius. That was just brilliance. They knew they had to be proactive. They knew, like, just one straight bullet, one nade, one lick from a Molotov, and they're done for. Brilliantly played there. And, of course, in the end, Danking not expecting that position from the final player left alive. And with that, money's been broken for TYLOO, Dinko, but they're going to go for the force, and why not? They have been winning all these force buy rounds. They've been looking very good with the pistols. Albeit it was mostly on the T side. But let's see what they do here. Attacker playing up close with the M4.
Well,
and it works out.
Yeah, it does. 2 kills just immediately picked up. Someone attacker just easily finding them. And now Fox in the smoke. Oh,
why?
Why? Indeed. PTC gets another kill. I swear he gets more kills with the pistols than any other gun in this game. The MAC-10 maybe rivals it. But slowly towards the back. New box. Let's see if he can make it work. PTC completely decapitated, left dead on the floor. And slowly, he knows the last player is. And he'll clean him up as well. 23 and 14.
He's so reliable, man. He's so reliable. I wish I had somebody like Slowly in my life.
Imagine also, just seeing that face looking at you. Just one dig. Just...
He looks so calm. He's like the complete opposite of Danking. Danking looks like he's about to end your entire career. And then Slowly he's more like... Look at that. Look at Danking's face. He's like, I will end you with my smile. And Slowly just seems so calm. He's like, yeah, I'm just playing a game of Counter-Strike. But also the player and Banana, like there was a smoke and there's a Molotov in front of the smoke. Why are you peeking through the smoke into the flames and giving a free kill to a pistol?
Questions that cannot be answered, player, and are better left unasked, maybe. John Olsen.
I'm gonna.
Oh, well, John Olsen, I was going to say, you only play with a rifle. You only play with a weapon of impact. And it's gone. And now Leaf the last remaining player. I feel like sometimes Leaf bits a little bit. But he's so good at these clutches that he can pull these kind of rounds off. So, I guess it is his role. But sometimes I'd like to see him get involved a little bit more.
Yeah, I guess he is kind of set up for these scenarios, which I'm not a big fan of. Like, you don't want to play in such a way where it becomes a 1v2 and then it's all on Leaf. Like, Leaf clutch. Listen, not everyone's Zipex, alright? Not everyone's Zipex. And even Zipex would be like, bro, like, I can't clutch every damn round. But Lucid, they have to clutch it out. 5 map points. Aggression from somebody. Taking a bit of damage, bit of utility damage. I feel like it was mostly his utility which damaged him there. But banana control by TYLOO. Top mid control with TYLOO. Still a lot of time to work with for Lucid Dream, but they need to win 5 in a row, Dinko, to take it to overtime. And that, honestly, it's looking grim, especially with the amount of delta with the utility. I don't know if you can find a utility damage, but I don't know. Maybe production can help us out later on.
It'll be on the scoreboard at the end, I think. So that's something we can
take a look at. Yeah.
And what slowly, he'll look for the spray away, but it's Fox. Actually gets him. Well, attacker fights back through the smoke. A good headshot. John Olsen picked away. An advantage in play for TYLOO, and so much more health. And well, there's the spray. Summer cleans it up, and that's what I'm talking about. Everybody from TYLOO can show up. 16-10, I think a lot of those rounds probably should have been won for TYLOO. But fair play to Lucid Dream. They take their opportunities to